Hello, greetings from Anime Week in Atlanta, where I'm doing some real nerdy stuff at 30 years old. Thank you, let's go. I brought friends. Woo!
That'll be $100, $350 picture.
Are you guys awake?
Woo!
It's just nice and dark. Yeah. And it's great.
So both of you guys joined One Piece in 2007, of course, which is still going on today. And how has such a long-lasting series kind of shaped your work or how you approach other characters?
Man, I mean, I think we've been doing it even longer than that because we started with the video game at the beginning. So it's been like 19 years.
Oh my god.
And Lucy, I'm stealing your story because you're the one who usually tells this, but when we started, when they were auditioning for One Piece at Funimation, they told us it was going to be a long-running show, and we needed to be prepared if we accepted a role to know that it was going to be long-running. We thought they meant like 5 years, maybe? Tops, if not. We didn't think we would be doing this 20 years later. So it's been the gift that keeps on giving, but it has been a ride because it was not very popular in the States for a long time. Like, it just took a long time to catch on.
Yeah.
So it was a long time of us loving these characters and loving this show and wishing that people would come along for the ride and really trying for it and kind of losing hope. And there was a time where we stopped dubbing it for like 3 years.
A long time.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah. And then when it came back around, and then the pandemic, I think, gave people a chance to stop and watch. Like, people felt like they had the time. And it also got on Netflix right around that time, and suddenly it just took off. And now it feels like everybody is really invested in the same way that we have been from the beginning, and it's so great to be in it together.
Yes. Oh, that's the best answer. She gave the best answer.
So good.
Fantastic. Good. So if you're able to recall, you said that coming onto this project, you were told that it was going to be a long run, but you thought like 5 years and not 20 years later. So if you're able to recall, what was it kind of like when you were first informed of your roles in the One Piece stuff? What was kind of like going through your mind?
Well, for me, I was, our show records in Dallas, Texas. I live in Houston, Texas. And I remember getting the phone call. I was in my bedroom, and I think it was Mike, calling me and saying, "Hey, you are one of the Straw Hats." And I said, "Which one?" Because I had also auditioned for Luffy. And he said, "You're Nami." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm Nami! Oh my gosh." And that's when he said, "It's going to be a commitment." And I thought, okay. Because what else are you going to say, you know? But no, I was ecstatic. Everybody wanted to be in the show, you know? So many people auditioned for the Straw Hats, and it was just an honor.
Yeah. I thought I was auditioning for Robin and Nami. When I came into audition, I had no idea because I'd only ever done one Boy Boys before, which was Beat the Vandal Buster at Illuminati Studios. It was a totally different studio that was like it was there and then gone.
Yeah.
And so apparently Mike had heard me do that voice, and so he asked me to audition for Luffy, and that was how I got cast. But when he told me who I was auditioning for, I was like, oh! And I took the sides and ran away and practiced for a much longer time and came back, and I was shocked when I got it. I did not expect that to be the case.
She's amazing.
Woo!
She's amazing.
There is a smoke.
Yes. We get a little bit of ambiance.
This is our rock concert One Piece panel. Awesome.
The vibes here. If I start coughing,
So many years from the start to now, how might you say you've changed or evolved as a voice actor since the beginning? Do you feel in a way that you may have like evolved with your character?
Oh, it is fun. Yes, I definitely think I've grown and changed since we began this show. I mean, for Nami, for the life of the show, it has not been that long. You know, what, a couple years? I feel like, well, no, the life of the show, because the time skip was 2 years, but in the life of the show, it is nowhere near as long as it has been in the production of the show. So you're always conscious of, I am always conscious of being like, these are still young, energetic people that have this energy in this life, where I am older, you know, and that's just real. Mostly though, you guys, it is a joy to play these people. I can't emphasize that enough. It truly is a joy.
I've been doing a watch through with my family. It's the first time I've watched the dub. And we started from episode 1, and we're in whole cake now. And so I'm actually like getting to see how we grew. And she's watching with her kids too. So we're actually like really getting to see how the voice has changed, how it's evolved. And can I just say, Nami has been solid from the beginning. You may feel like you've changed as a person, but like you were solid from the beginning. So the voice is still very, very like consistent. Luffy is a little all over the place. And part of that is just because that's a voice that I had never attempted. And I think in the beginning, we started at episode 140. And then we went back and did episodes 1 through 140. So if you are doing a watch through from episode 1, when you get to 140, that's actually where we began.
That's where we began, because that's where 4 Kids left off with their dub, and they were on TV.
Right.
So we had to pick up where they left off for broadcast.
And we did go back and finish it, so if you're watching episodes 1 through whatever now, that's us. But
that is us.
But you can feel it, you can tell. There's a big difference when I am like first starting, really focusing on getting that voice down. And I think I just hadn't learned to play within the character yet. And now I'm so familiar with him, and I've grown with him so much that he's become like a friend. That I know how he will respond in every moment. It feels very natural, and I just don't have to try for it anymore, but I could feel myself trying back then. I would love to go back and have another crack at those.
Yeah.
Although my voice is a lot lower than it used to be.
That's what voicing Luffy.
Yes.
1,100 episodes will get you.
Yeah, 19 years of Luffy just made me sound a lot more like Chris Sabat than I used to.
It happens. You mentioned that you both are doing a watch through of One Piece with your family. What's it kind of like sharing, I guess, experiencing your work in its full with your family?
It's so much fun.
It's so fun.
It's really great. I love watching their responses, because I'm watching with my husband too, who does not watch anime. He started out not watching it with us. It was my son and I watching, and then like my husband would gradually like inch into the kitchen, and he's watching from the other room, and now he's kind of watching from this room but not sitting down, and now he's sitting down, and now we're not allowed to move forward without him. And so like watching them, the greatest high in my life is when they laugh at something that I say. If Luffy does something that makes them crack up, that's it. That's peak. But I love watching it through their eyes, because it feels like watching it through fans' eyes, like getting to see who likes what, because we all have different opinions, different favorite characters, different favorite arcs, different things that crack us up, different things that make us cry, and I love that about the show, because then you can talk about it and bond over it and argue about it frequently. Yes.
It's great. My kids were very judgy. In the beginning, I mean, they were like, why is Nami such a bad friend? And I said, she's got reasons, but it's been really fun. It's great. It's great to see them be affected by the performance of my friends.
Well, and you, because when you got to Arlong Park.
Yeah, when we got to, that's the hook, right? That's where Nami and everything sort of gets you. Because as much as they were like, Nami is kind of awful, as soon as she is there in the street with the knife and raising it, both of my kids were like, no. And I was like, I got you. I mean, we love that. We get you. No, it's a blast. And we're still early days. Like, we're only in water 7. We're approaching Annie's Lobby. So it's real good right now. Like 250 episodes. So good, yes. My youngest looked at me and goes, Mom, I'm worried about Robin. And I said, yeah. Yeah. It's coming.
All right, this will be one of my last questions before we switch over to Q&A, so if you want to go ahead and start lining up for that, we can totally do that. But describe a moment kind of during your career, whether it be working on One Piece or another role that you still carry to this day.
What's up?
A moment during your career, whether it be working on...
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Describe more than one.
I remember so clearly recording Wolf Children while I was pregnant. I was super pregnant, and she's there like crying after her children, and like screaming for her little boy. And I was like, and I was recording One Piece at the time too. Poor Joel McDonald was terrified. He was my director, and I was heavily pregnant, and he was terrified I was going to give birth in the booth in the studio. So I would scream and scream and scream, and then like rock and go, "It's okay, we're not mad, everything's fine. Please don't feel endorphin." So I remember that really clearly. I have very distinct memories of laughing with Mike McFarlane to the point of tears while recording the early days of One Piece.
Yeah.
And going to New York City.
Hi. Later. I was going to have a silly question that I've been deliberating for a while, and I was wondering if I could have your opinions.
Yes.
Who could eat more cake, Luffy or Urza?
Oh, it's gonna be Luffy. Urza has been full before. There's so much Luffy.
The one episode where she orders the 50 cakes just for herself made me wonder.
Right.
Who better to ask?
I could probably go toe to toe with Urza, but I don't think Luffy would have us all. 100%.
Thank you.
Some people have wanted us to do the new opening where it's in all of their voices. Is it in Fishman? I think the new remake has the Straw Hats singing the song, and you're probably gonna ask us to do that at some point. I don't have any reason to believe that yet, but I feel like with my luck that is going to happen.
Just put the energy out there. Just like,
I mean, she didn't.
I don't want to do it.
You're a witness.
But it is less terrifying than if I was singing in my own voice.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
If you're trying to trick me into singing, it didn't work.
La la la. La la la.
Hey, okay, so the first thing I want to say is thank you for doing that 25th anniversary character commentary for Straw Hat.
Oh, that was interesting, yeah.
Each one of you guys did, and I'm thankful for that. Like, I really like knowing a little bit more of Straw Hats more.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you two is like, what is your favorite clothes that Nami and Luci have worn? And, like art or just any type of fashion they've done?
Super fun.
Yes, there is an outfit that he wears for just like a microsecond when he's pretending to be a beast pirate. And it is so cool. And then I really like his Wano, like with the Emperor's cape and the purple belt. I like that. And I like anytime he dresses up as anything. So Lucy in Dressrosa is a big favorite.
I like, well, in my head, Nami will always be like the beginning. She will be in a striped shirt, and like in my head, that's what she is. But I loved her like when she's very Arabian princess in Alabasta. That's super fun. Most recently, though, I mean, I love the looks in Egghead. They're so cute. Love the looks in Egghead. I think it is so cool and so cute, and everybody looks so great.
Although all the girls are pantsless.
We have no pants.
No,
We have no pants.
in the future, girls do wear pants.
Nope.
Film Gold had some
Gorgeous.
cool art.
Gorgeous stuff in Film Gold.
Yeah.
I really like Strong World.
And what?
Yeah.
Strong.
Strong Room. I also liked Nami in Whole Cake. She had on that white sort of bodycon dress. Yes, it's good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Hi. My question
question is, do your kids have a favorite One Piece arc?
Yes, Rhodes. What's Rhodes?
Yeah.
I'm curious about
Rhodes has changed over the years. We've been watching it. But I think at the moment, he would say Dressrosa is his favorite, with a side of Thriller Bark. And my husband would say that Thriller Bark, and you are all mad at this because you don't like Thriller Bark as much as we do. My husband would say that Thriller Bark is his favorite, and now maybe Impel Down and Whole Cake are tied for second. So I think that's where they are. And I think Rhodes just liked Dressrosa so much because of Gear 4. Like that was a big thing for him.
I think my girls would say Arlong Park and where we are right now. They are really liking Water 7.
That's my part.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, because they already know so much, right? So Frankie comes on and they're like, "Oh, Frankie!" I'm like, "I know."
I think when we get to it, both of them are going to say egg. To me, we're the only generation of people who are going to be able to find out what the One Piece is as it happens. Every future generation is going to have it spoiled for them because there's no way in 15 years when you watch One Piece that you won't know. You'll know because it's online. So getting to be a part of the zeitgeist of like pop culture, phenomena while that happens, it would be incredible, and you have to be caught up for that to happen. So that's my thing. That's why you should start now, rather than waiting until it's all done. You should start now so that you can be there when it happens.
Yes. And if you want to, we are not purists here. If you want to watch the live action and get into it that way, awesome. If you want to go online and find a cheat sheet where you can cut out the filler,
I will
do it.
judge you, but go ahead.
Yeah. But if that's what it takes, if you're like, then do what you need to do. But it's fun, especially I think if you watch with other people and it becomes a group watch, then it takes on a life of its own, and it's really fun.
And inevitably, there's going to be the hardcore fan who drags his friends in, kicking and screaming because they don't want to watch. Inevitably, those people are the ones who come back with a tattoo. It's true. There is no zealot like a convert. So it happens all the time. There's going to be,
It's totally true.
I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but the person who proselytizes the One Piece show.
Totally true. I messed up and I was talking to a dude at my table and asking him, how much One Piece have you seen and all this kind of stuff. And then his mom goes, "You know what? I'm actually the fan." And I went, "Oh, I'm sorry." I am so sorry. Also, I met a dude at the last show I was at where he was like, I got her to watch One Piece. And she goes, "Yeah, the trade-off was I got him to watch Oron." And I said, "That is not a fair exchange." One season. 1,100 episodes.
Not equivalent exchange. All right. I think we're going to go back to our tables and signs and come see us there.
Yes, that's still going on. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching the show. We appreciate it.
That was awesome.